All right, guys, welcome to Monday Night Models, and we are going to do a 1966 Chevy Fleet-Side pickup truck. And we've got a beautiful video of a 1964 Chevy Fleet-Side pickup truck, which is gorgeous. The two trucks are almost identical. The fronts are identical. Almost everything on them is identical. We're going to build this one, at least on the outside, stock like this. But we're going to use the color palette of the other one, the one that's in the video. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. If you want to watch the video, we're going to put that on. But first, let's take a look at this model kit. This is a Revell kit. It's about 8 inches long. It's got 112 parts. It's molded in white, and it does have decals with it. So let's open it up. I haven't seen this yet. So let's see what we got here. We've got some clear parts. Let's open them. These are great if you have a truck like this or any car and you want to build a model and you put it up on your on the real car, right on the right on your air cleaner during a car show with the hood up. It looks really cool, or up on the dashboard. So we've got nice rear window, nice front window, the side vent windows here. Oh, wow, cool. It's got a glass rear view mirror, headlights, tail lights, and I don't know what that is. We'll have to figure out what this is. I don't know what that is, so we don't have that. Oh, this is cool. You'll like this, guys. Look at these. White wall tires. Rubber white wall tires. Real rubber. Let's see. They're a little hollow. No, they're hollow. They're kind of solid, but white on one side, black on the other. I don't see any name on them, but the tread is cool. So, you know, you don't have to worry about doing anything. If you want to rub this on some sandpaper or something to give it a little bit of mileage, you can. But I love these white walls, and there's 5 of them, which means we've got a full one for the spare. So that's cool. So put those over there. Get rid of this trash. And we've got some chrome. Let's open up the chrome. Like I said, I get to see this when you guys do. I don't open these boxes until I don't take the plastic off the box until right before I get ready to shoot the video. Oh, by the way, I think I got these off of Amazon, or I might have got them from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is great because every other week they have a 40% off sale. And so you can get anything you want 40% off. So look at this chrome. We got a beautiful grille with headlights, tail. We got a really nice chrome bumper, rear bumper. That's a front bumper. Looks like some mirror parts, hubcaps. What else we got here? We got another mirror for the inside if you don't want to use the other one that's glass. And looks just like a couple engine parts. I don't see too many engine parts. Mostly just outside mirrors. Oh, these are windshield wipers. So you have the windshield wipers in chrome. And we're going to use panel line accent color. We'll put that in here. And that will really make the Chevrolet logo words, the letters there. That'll make your headlights stand out. It makes the grille stand out really good. So we'll do that. So let's put that to the side. Got our roof. Got our dashboard. If I hold it close, you can see all the detail in there. So we got a lot of dash to do. We've got our fan. We've got shocks and some front suspension parts. I don't know what this one is. Is that our battery? What is that? Or is that the console? I don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. We got our drive shaft here, dually drive shaft. We've got our exhaust system. And then we have the inside of, yeah, that must go here. It must go between the seats maybe. I don't know. This is the inside of the cab. It's got like mats there, some carpet here, and then of course the rest of it's steel. And here we have the back of the cab, our tailgate, our steel wheels. Here's a steel wheel. It's got, this one has a lot more detail in it. I guess if we look at them, we have the chrome rings, but I guess there is no detail in this for if you don't want to put the hubcaps. So I guess we're going hubcaps, because if you're not, it doesn't even show. This must be the spare without a hubcap, because it's got the bolt pattern in it, but the rest of them don't. So let's see what else we got. We have some tail lights, little red tail lights. Put those over there with the clear. This is our frame. So we've got the frame, we've got the shroud, the front shroud, or the shroud's here, the front radiator with the support. We have, here's our steering column, here's our hose, and here's our shifter. So we have those. And we have, I like this. Actually, this I kind of like. If you look at the detail, so we have the detail of the interior of the door, so they'll be easy to paint. Here's your firewall. Here's part of the firewall. Here's your seats. Right there, we have our engine, which looks like a small block Chevy. It's got to be a small block Chevy V8. And here is the manifold, your oil pan, air cleaner. Is that the starter? No, that's the alternator. And here's your front timing chain cover. And here is the exhaust manifolds and your heads and valve covers. So they got writing on there. I think they say Chevy. I don't know if you can see that. The valve covers say Chevy. I don't know. Maybe too close. We have here, well, this is, wait a minute, what is that? That wasn't the hood. Was that the inside of the hood? Oh, that must be the headliner? Maybe that's a headliner. Anyway, here's the hood. And then here's some more front suspension parts, your steering wheel, and we've got the rear suspension parts. It's already got, it's already like partial. So you have your rear differential axle, and it's already got the connectors on here for the rear suspension. We have underneath the front, this is going to be body color, and the battery and some other engine parts here. And then we have the body, the cab, and the one-piece and the one-piece bed. So it's a nice sized truck. It looks like it'll be easy to paint, easy to put together. I really do like making a stock one of these. And we could chrome up the engine if we wanted to. So we have the decal sheet here, and we've got some really cool, this looks like it goes to the seats. So we could put these on the seats, maybe like a rug or something, or a seat cover. We've got the white and black Chevy for the back tailgate. We've got the amber lights for the hood turn signals. And John's Dairy Fresh Market, Red's Orchid Fresh Market. We got license plates. We have the dashboard. And right there is the dashboard. And then here's like the controls for the air and everything else. And this is cool. Look at this. We've got the bed already has the wood grain here. And that will be really nice to put in. And then we've got the side marker, or the side logos and everything else here. So it's a really cool sheet. Even if you don't use it for this one, these are great. If you're not using it for here, and we may or may not, I don't know if we will, but it's not. These would work great on anything as like a back seat or something like that. And then of course you're not going to use both of these, so you have extra ones left over for down the road. You got a farmer, some extra ones here left over for something else, so they'll go in the parts box. And then we have our direction sheet, standard Revell. It tells you how to paint it, how they want it painted. We are going to build the truck very similar to this. I will show you the paint colors. Actually, I'll tell you what, if you look at the video, we're going to go and start building, and we're going to put the substructures together. So we'll bring them out here in a little bit. While I'm building that, I'm going to put on a video of a really, really cool 64 Chevy fleet side truck pickup, and you'll see what colors I think were picked out for this one. So go ahead and check that out, and when you come back, we will have our substructures down, the sub-assemblies, and then we will go to paint.
Check out their product, and again, it was the nice morning for it. Subtle, Sheep and Teeth, and Redon Bakery. Folks, we'll see you next month. Thank you again.
So this is a 64 Chevy pickup truck, and so if you want to take a look, this is a beautiful color, beautiful white. It's obviously had some modifications, such as the Jack Daniels still, and a little bit about the
Hey, I'm Sean. How you doing? Yeah. That's a beautiful truck.
We'll get the wife in there too.
Huh? She could tell me about it on camera if you want.
She'll tell you more than I can.
No. That's a beautiful truck.
Oh, I'm gonna climb under here.
Make old man sounds. I know. I may just be here next week when you get here. Yeah, that's as clean underneath as it is up top. Yeah, that's as clean down here as it is up there. Oh, okay. metal door. And that's your, this back in the day, this is the handbrake, which is the emergency brake. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you guys. And I love the styling. I love the bull noses on these cars.
Oh yeah.
So on these years, but wow. Well, thank you for your time. Oh, I did. I already got the private stock.
The only one I ever seen, right? I think I was the first that ever did that.
Now you did this.
Yeah.
This didn't come with the truck.
Hold on.
No.
Well, I said I had a couple things.
Yeah.
Well, that was one. But
Oh, thank you.
But I've been seeing 2 or 3 others got whiskey bottles just over it.
Right.
But I like this
Yeah,
one.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
A little extra.
And it's actually okay. That is just, everything in this truck is just like really clean. And I guess did it come with the factory air conditioning, you think?
No.
Or is that the aftermarket? That's retro that they okay.
Probably come through with nothing. Not even power steering. Back in 64, they got a strip model.
Like I said, it's just a beautiful truck, and I just love to look at them. The bull noses on them, and this color is just, yeah, this is like Florida.
I think this there color makes the truck.
Yeah, well, that's what caught my eye. I mean,
The color.
there's a color on it with the white, the two-tone white, and this is, it's like, I mean, it says,
It's a good
this says
combination.
1960s Florida. Oh, so this is the original color of this. Oh, wow. Right. Oh, that's a beautiful truck. Yeah, I'll have to go look it up. So, and then they got like, what are these LED lights in here?
Driving lights, turn the engine.
Oh, okay.
They come on.
Okay.
These are all LED lights.
So they've been upgraded. And I noticed these were LEDs, right? Well, that's really good on these older vehicles too, because it doesn't strain the electrical system. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do a quick call flyover video. That's real quick. All we do is start here. And we go up. Now I use snips like this, which you can buy anywhere. I use these because they put less stress than cutting with a razor blade on the tree. So you might have to clean it up a little bit with an emery board or some tape. But I just find that it's easier for me to snip, especially when you're getting into pieces you don't want to crack or break off or something like that. Do that, and that, and that's going to be body color. the distributor on there, and it's got a really nice little 2-barrel carburetor, and it is ready for paint. And we will put the fan on later. Steering column. As you can see, the steering wheel is on the steering column with the turn signals. Actually, it's a 3 on a tree. I'm thinking maybe that's what I'm going with. I'm not sure. But the story is yet we have the doors are taped where we don't want paint because we're going to be putting glue there later. All right, so we have all our sub-assemblies. Let's see what we got. So we have the hood, which has the hinges attached. So with this here, we will be painting body color. We have the cab. The roof is on, firewall's in. This piece is just sitting in here right now because we're going to paint it, but then I'm going to not put it in until we put the glass in. So of course this will be body color because it's the body. We have the truck bed. I've had to put these 2 spacers in because it had to hold the sides out. So we have the bed in there. I actually glued in the tailgate because I don't play with the models, but you could probably make it till it opens up. I did not put the latches on yet because I'm going to paint those separately. And so this will be body color, obviously. We have the engine, if you look at that. So the engine is complete except for the fan. And we're going to paint this Chevy orange, and then we'll detail it before we put it into the frame. So here's your frame and suspension, which is complete, ready to be painted. We've got everything on there. We've got our shocks, we've got the struts, we've got all the axles. This is where you don't want to put your wheels on or anything till you're ready, because these kind of snap on it, and once they're there, they're pretty hard to come off. So we're just gonna do that. I've got my interior doors. They are taped because this part here is going to be hidden. This is where the glue goes, so I don't want to paint these parts. It's just better not to paint, but to put glue on something that's painted if you can help it. We have the radiator shroud and the radiator in, so that's ready to go. We've got our steering column with steering wheel, that's ready to go. And this here we figured out was for the spare tire. We've got our seats. We've got the dashboard. Here's some engine parts. We're going to paint these. I'm going to do these chrome, I think, even though they aren't really chrome, but they say Chevrolet on them. So since they have the Chevy, I don't think you could see that. Maybe you can if I shine a light on it, really. I don't know. But it's got the Chevrolet script on there. And so that's ready. We got our battery here, and we put the brake reservoir and system in together. So this will go on the firewall. This will be painted gold. This will be painted black with some red detail on it. We got the hose ready to go. We've got the hood latch ready to go. And then we have these wheels, which will be body color as well. So that's what we have ready to be painted.
seat was white, and I want to have the blue inserts where the blue rolled vinyl would be, or leather. I guess it would be vinyl back then, maybe it was leather. So I taped that off and spray painted that. And then the dashboard I also taped. It's white here, and I just wanted to have body color up there. So that's where we're at right now, and we will do more detailing once all the paint dries. Oh, I went ahead and taped off, because I'm going to do a two-tone, so I went ahead and taped off around right along the seam line that is on the box, and it's on the other truck, and went ahead and sprayed my white paint there, so all the way around. And so that's painted white, and then I'm gonna let all this paint harden overnight.
So that's what the chrome paint looks like. We also put the front side and rear glass in. It's a little dirty. I got to clean that up. That'll clean right up because all it is white glue. So if you get some on there, you can just if you get some on the glass, it'll just wipe off. You just wet a paper towel and wipe it off. So this is the dashboard. So we have the dashboard that's going to go there. And we have the decals for the controls there. And looks like the radio there. So we'll let that soak for a minute. And then this is my decal solvent from Testers. It's just decal solve. All right, we'll let that dry. And we'll let that dry. Hey guys, so I taped off the corner piece because it was chrome. It's chrome on the truck, the real truck that we're looking at. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got the glass on there. We've got the detail done on, which is an acrylic craft paint, and it's the same color that I use for rust on the exhaust manifolds on the engine. And as you can see, we also started painting the engine. We did the transmission silver, silver aluminum. We did the aluminum manifolds and the single barrel carburetor, as well as the alternator. So I have to do the belts, I have to do the distributor cap, and the breathers, they're going to be black. And I still have to paint the cross members here, which will be probably silver, maybe. I'm guessing silver. All right, so we have some sub-assemblies here. We've got the interior done, steering wheel in. You can see there's actually glass covering. I don't know if you could see, but there's a glass that they give you. All right, so we have some sub-assemblies. We've got the dashboard, and you could see if we look real close, there's a glass that goes over the decal for the speedometer and everything. So that's in. You can see the decal for the controls there, the radio. We've painted up the interior. I like the two-tone. That's what I went with. That's what I like. So we're going to do a nice classic two-tone. The engine right here is done. It's kind of a little bit greasy. It's not brand new. It's kind of clean. I put the body color on this. If you use this air cleaner, you can see how the air cleaner goes onto the carburetor, just like a real car, but there's a pin in this, and this pin has to be removed because it does not fit anywhere near that carburetor. So I'm hoping it's not too high, but you have your breather valves and distributor, and then I chromed, where you can see these, I chromed the valve covers, just using some chrome paint. And then, of course, painted the transmission, the aluminum. And then on the hood, now one thing is, I just looked at the directions, and the directions do not show any glass, and they don't have any clear glass that goes in to the turn signals here. So if that ends up being the case, and I'm pretty sure it is, then what I'm going to have to do is paint inside there. You paint it silver first, and then you use the orange, whatever, amber, whatever the color this is. But this is your clear front turn. I call it clear front turn signal. Testers is what I use. And you put it over silver. If I put it over the blue, it would not look at all like it's supposed to. So we have that. Here's the tires that came out. Our tires are ready to go. Nice white walls. The only one that actually has a bolt pattern on it is the spare. And that's what this is. This is the spare holder, and this is supposed to sit like this, inside, upside down, and it's supposed to be up underneath, which completely, to me, negates the whole reason of having any detail on this. So what I'm going to do is I may leave this off, or I may put this under empty, and then just put this in, lay that in the tailgate, you know, as if the guy just bought it and had it mounted. So then we have the cab, which has its glass. It has its mirror in there. We put the radiator shroud in. We put the front part in here, which is like holds this light bar, the grill and the lights. That goes right in there. Now in the box, they paint this black. It's in pictures, it's either black or white. And the one I'm doing, I'm painting it white because I like the white contrast. Here is your brakes, and there. All right, so then we have the master cylinder and the brakes right there. That's not silver. That is a color that it's gilded brass. So the master cylinder is gilded brass. It's not that color. Now this is a clear, is a part that came. So this is a part that came clear, and this is the overflow bottle. And instead of just leaving it clear, I use an acrylic called Cream. And if you look at it, it kind of looks like the bottles that you see under your hood. So it kind of keeps it clear. If you just put one coat on it, a light coat, it almost stays transparent. And then I put the red lid on it, because most of them all have red lids or blue lids or something. And then here's the batteries. So we are getting close, and we're getting ready to put the drive shaft and exhaust on the chassis. So we'll do that. And for the that's the drive shaft. For the center caps, I know a lot of them are red because Chevy has little red center caps. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm doing mine the body color. So these are going to be the center caps for the wheels. And so I just have those. I've got like all the door stuff and all the little chrome pieces to put on the cab. I'm not going to do that till I have everything put together. So next time you come see, the only thing that'll be left will be the chassis will be together with the wheels on, the engine in, the exhaust on it, and we'll be ready to, and we'll have the interior in the cab, and we should be ready to put the whole thing together. So stay tuned. Be right back. All right, so right now we're just test fitting everything. The tires are not glued on, the body shells are not glued on, but we're testing, make sure the engine I'm making sure before we glued the engine in that the engine came up and fit in the engine bay. The fan's in the fan shroud, which it is. So right now we're just going to let the engine dry where it is, and then we'll remove the cab. We have the interiors already in the cab, so then we'll just do that and we'll finish everything up. We'll put the hubcaps on, we'll put the lights, headlights in, we'll put the trim on, like all the chrome pieces. We've got all kinds of trim. We've got the door handles, we've got the windshield wipers, the mirrors, and the bumpers, front and back. They'll all go in here shortly. Hey guys, so we have everything done. Here's the cab. It's ready to go back on. We've got the lights in, we've got the light bar, we've got everything done inside. The interior's done, the glass is done, the mirrors inside is done. So all we have to do, we'll put the trim pieces on outside after we put it together. We have the hood done, the chrome on the top. There's the 2 amber turn signal lights that had to be painted in. The tail lights in the bed, they're white glued in, so that white glue will clear up over time. Same with the headlights in here. They're a little foggy right now because of glue, but once that glue dries, it'll be fine. We've put the hubcaps on. We've installed the drive shaft. We installed the exhaust system. This is where I was going to put the spare, but I'm going to put it in the bed so it can be seen. We got the hubcaps, tires are on, everything here is ready to go. So the only thing we have to do is put the cab on top of the frame once everything is dry. We put the hood, goes right in. You can have it to where it opens. I don't glue these in. I like to be able to take them off or not, but it fits perfect like that. Actually, there you go. So the hood's on, and the body will just sit here. If you notice, we already finished the bottom, so that will fit here. We're going to use the wood grain decals that came with the kit. These wood grain decals that came with the kit are going to be used inside the bed. We'll do all the decals once we put this together. The next time you see the car, it will be, or the truck, I'm sorry, next time you see this truck, it will be completely together and ready to put decals on. And so that's where we're at right now. So if you notice on the wheels, I actually painted body color inside the hubcaps. Normally they were red, but I wanted to do a body color. So that's my choice. I want to do that. So, you know, you can make this your own. Even though I'm making it similar to a real truck, you know, I still want to do the stuff that I like, the way I would make it. So that's where we're at now. And next time you see it, it'll be all together and we'll be ready for decals. Okay, so here is the here is the completed model. Without any decals. This mirror is giving me a little problems. I might have to readjust that. Kind of is at a weird angle. But as you can tell, it came out pretty good. At least I think it came out pretty good. Is it a concourse model in any way? No, not at all. But I'm not building concourse models. I'm building straight from the box, which this was, and with using you know, I've got super glue that I put the chrome stuff on. I use super glue when I need to for things like the door handles, that. So these decals of the seat and these extra decals here of license plate, the black Chevrolet, and
The really cool Red's Orchard and John's Dairy decals we're not going to use on this truck. I don't want to put anything on the doors. All we're going to use is the bed decals, the white Chevrolet tailgate decals, and the license plate for the back license plate. That's it. I think there's some other ones that were on here. I guess for emblems and stuff here, but or maybe for the engine. I didn't use them, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna use this decal set that from Testors. You can use whatever decal set you want. So I'm just gonna use a decal set. I'm gonna brush it on first, then I'm gonna put a decal there, then I'm gonna use Q-tips to move them around, and then I will put decal set on after as well, just to make sure it sets. This, if we go really close in there, you can see the inside detail of the cab. You can see the bed decal. It's still drying. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't look too like toy cartoonish. But you know, we know it's a model. It's not a real truck. I mean, there's nothing we can do to make this a real truck. So sometimes you're just gonna have to accept certain ways that things look. But so we're gonna do the Chevy lettering now. Each of these letters, I believe, is a letter by itself. Although the words on the Chevy decal are is written together. So we're just gonna put some stuff there. And let's do the T. The little hole. There you go. Go home. There you are. Now you're home. All right. And the E. Is the final with all the decals, with everything built. The only thing we have left to do is put a nice clear coat of Future on this, which we will do later today. And when we do that, you will definitely see the gloss come up. So we're just gonna wait a couple hours for the decals to dry. I'll put some Future on, and then we will see the difference. Okay, so the final thing is, this is Pledge, which used to be called what was it? I forget what it used to be called. Anyway, if you want to, you put Pledge on. A lot of people will brush this on, so you just pour some, pour some here in a jar. You don't need a lot. And then you just brush it on everything. It used to be called Future. It could be cloudy when it first goes on, that's fine. It might cloud stuff up, but it will, once it's dry, it won't be cloudy anymore. And you just brush it on everything. You can brush on the clear, you can brush it on the tires, brush it over the decals. But this is what makes models that you see the professional ones done. This is what makes them so shiny. And that's a lot in there. Probably a little too much. But if you ever see model kits online or in pictures, this is how they get them to be so shiny. They just put Pledge all over it. Like I said, it used to be called Future or and it will dry flat, so don't worry about it. If it starts to fog up, don't worry about it. It will clear up. So we're just going to let that go ahead, and that's it. It'll flatten itself out. Make sure I get the lower part of this body here. There you go. Okay. And that cleans up with water. So we will see what this looks like shortly. All right, so here is, let's do this. All right, guys. Well,
Here is the completed 66 Chevy fleet side pickup truck. It's got everything done on it. I put the spare tire in the back in the bed. We'll see that in a moment. There you go. And the wood grain came out really nice and shiny. Actually, even the Chevrolet on the back looks good. I like the interior. I like the whole vehicle, actually. I love the front of these Bulldog trucks, rather. And then if we open it up, I just take mine off. I don't make the hinges. We have the engine and all the brake systems and everything else that should be in there. And then underneath, you can see it has the wood grain there. And then the body paints here. This is where the spare tire would be. And everything is as it should be. Just like the real one. Let's put the hood back on. There we go. So there we go. Model Monday. The Revell kits are a little bit more difficult because they have a lot more smaller pieces, but I like them. I don't really care. I'm not really like a Revell, AMT, MPC, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I can, you know, if something doesn't fit right, you just fix it. That's all. It's just like your real car. If something doesn't work right, you got to fix it. And you can fix it with the real parts, or you can make your own parts, or do whatever. I love the color choice with this, which was a throwback over to that real truck in the video. So I don't put the front plates on because we live in Florida. We don't have front plates. But I'm just really happy. I love this truck. I think it looks retro. I think the colors and everything and the mix and the look is just exactly 1950s and early 60s. This truck came out the year I was born. So I like 60s stuff because 66 is the year I was born. So anyway, I hope you like this. And we will see you next week with another build and another video of the real car that we are looking to build. So if you guys have a car that you would like to see a build on or a kit, please let me know. If you want to donate a kit or donate to the cause, we'll always help. If you're somebody who wants to sponsor us, please sponsor us. So if you like this kind of thing, please subscribe, and we appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you at the next junkyard, barn find, or Model Monday. Have a great day. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.